Oh man, that was better than the first time. Man. My name is Stephen Bardo, former Flying Illini and NBA point guard turned basketball analyst. I have traveled the world through basketball, and the one thing I have found is everyone loves food and sports. What's up, y'all? It's your man Stephen Bardo coming back at you with a special edition of America Loves Food and Sports. We're back at the Big Jones restaurant. We're gonna have a special edition where we talk to Chef Paul Fehribach and Chicago Eater Senior Editor Ashok Selvam. Should be a great episode, so let's get started. Welcome back, guys. You all are familiar with Paul Fehribach. He is the chef here at Big Jones. Our first episode that went berserk. Paul, thanks so much, man. We really appreciate you having us back.
Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. It's fun.
So this is a special chef edition. So we want to learn some of the things that Chef Fehribach is doing, and we'll talk to him while he's cooking. We also have another special guest as well. So Paul, I'll let you get started. What are you gonna hook up for us today?
Let's actually start with fried chicken. This is one of the signatures of our fried chicken. You can see when we butcher the thigh, we don't just cut it off. We go all the way down the back of the chicken. See, I love chicken skin.
Oh, okay.
So we go all the way down the back of the chicken, then we scoop out that joint of the thigh and go all the way back down to the tail, and all that skin is on here. You'll see it when it comes out of the fryer, but
okay. That
way we get a nice bunch of chicken skin on our thigh. I got the chicken in what we call the cage here. And we're gonna drop that in.
Okay.
If you want to do it the right way, you have to have the right ingredients. Like, you know, a dish like shrimp and grits, for instance, became a thing because there was a certain kind of corn and a certain kind of shrimp that were in this place, and they work together. And you know, so my search is always to get those true flavors, and it involves like having, you know, grits that are made from Carolina cordseed white corn. Always trying to find ingredients that have that provenance and that connection to the cuisine. So we got some curry cauliflower here and some butternut squash. Or I mean, sorry, spaghetti squash. We're gonna cook up with a little. We're gonna throw a little thyme. And we're gonna make a sauce that's called a Vermonte, which is French for mounted butter. Which is to say, we're just going to take a little bit of liquid and we're going to make an emulsion with some butter. And it makes it really, really creamy. And we're going to use that to heat the squash. Keep an eye on those. Give these a little flip. I like my crab cakes to be really crispy on the outside.
Okay.
So you get like that really rich, chocolatey, brown flavor, almost like a roasted coffee flavor. But if you go a little too far, the flavor of burnt isn't any good. Okay. I never liked the sweet potato, the candied sweet potatoes that are always on the Thanksgiving table. And I think it's because everybody would use like the Aunt Jemima syrup or just like the fake maple syrup.
Sure.
And just like the sweet potatoes just be swimming in it. Found a way to kind of improve on the concept though in this sweet potato hash. So we're gonna take just a little bit of oil. And this is one of the keys. You got to bring out that it's going to be sweet and savory. So we're going to give it a little bit of saltiness and a little bit of crispy texture in the bacon.
Oh, okay.
And to make it savory, we're going to add a little onion. My favorite, before I really got into making gumbo, this was my absolute favorite smell in the kitchen ever. I could be transported to happiness with the smell of a bacon and onion? Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to add some sweet potatoes. These are cut up and then blanched.
Cut up and blanched.
Yeah, so cooked about 85% of the way, and we're going to basically finish cooking them right now. Going to add a little pepper. So we're just going to drop a little pool on there. And then I'm going to make what I call a boat out of it. We're just going to kind of rock that spoon back and forth. And then we've got the squash puree, or the spaghetti squash, which is in that lovely melted butter with the thyme. We're just gonna drop a little bit of it on the one end. And then we've got our crab cakes. I'm gonna double check that they're done and nice and crispy on both sides and they look good. So I'm just gonna kind of line those up, put them in the boat with the spaghetti squash. And then we're gonna garnish it with a little piccalilli, which is a sweet green tomato relish. Got a lot of rich flavors here right now.
Okay.
We just wanna get it a little bit of acidity. This is a fun gadget here to help drain it.
Well, that is cool.
And just pop that in there, let it drain for a minute. Every piece of chicken that comes out, doesn't matter how busy we are, gets gently patted dry. Most restaurants are gonna serve you that.
Okay.
We're gonna give you that extra skin.
Sure.
That's 2-3 extra really nice delightful bites. Like again, that's the thigh, and then that's just extra. This is the skin off the tail, and this is the skin off the back.
Like you were showing us earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So I told you this was a special edition of America Loves Food and Sports. I want to welcome Ashok Selvam.
Nice to see you. Great to be here, man.
Hey man, thanks a lot for coming, man. I know you're a busy man, senior editor of Chicago Eater. So this is big time. So,
we are a big time. This is like one of the best restaurants in the city.
You would say so yourself?
Man, I've had so many great special occasions, whether it's Mother's Day, birthday celebrations. This place is so, it kind of gets lost in the hype because they're just doing their thing, and the quality is so amazing.
What do you want to try first?
Oh, it's you know, that chicken is right in front of you, and I keep on swearing that I'm gonna eat less fried foods, and then you know, wonderful plates like this get placed in front of me.
Right. So you have at it. I'll follow your lead here.
Look at this, and I saw how Chef Paul was preparing this in the pressure cooker. That is, like, he always had a good bird, and then he goes on, remodels the restaurant, and he just improves it. There you go. So
let's check it out. Oh man, that was better than the first time. Man, I'm trying to tell you guys, it was some of the best fried chicken in all of Chicago. I'm telling you, so the first time I tasted it, it was good. I think this might be better.
Now, do you like your hot chicken, like your fried chicken, with any sauces?
I tend to like to eat it clean, like this, because I want to taste the flavor of the batter. Sometimes people do use something with the batter. What about you?
I mean, it really depends on the bird, but I haven't had this chicken in a while, and that first bite, you don't really need the sauce.
Right.
It's really trendy to talk about like Southside style, you know, Harold's and mild sauce and all that sort of stuff, and you don't have to like one particular kind of chicken.
I agree.
You know, there's enough for any occasion, any mood, and right now this is hitting the spot.
Yeah, I agree. So, when you're with Chicago Eater, how do you go about ranking the places and the restaurants and the food that you like? And you know, how do you go about that? Share with us that process.
I'll tell you one thing. I can't tell you exactly how we rank, because then I'll have like chicken restaurant owners from all over the city say like, which I get anyway. I get messages like, well, why didn't you put us on? Have you tried this? And you're never gonna please anyone. But one of my coworkers, we got into a conversation/argument on a particular chicken spot because he has a very particular vision of what chicken should be, fried chicken. He thinks it should be skin on, you know, just slightly dusted with spice. And I was advocating like, well, what if it's boneless? What if it's skinless? If it's done right, why are we like held to this topic? It's like kind of like hot dogs in Chicago, the ketchup rule. All right, now me, I prefer no ketchup, and I like roll my eyes at someone who throws ketchup down. But you can still enjoy it.
Sure.
I might make a snide remark and all, but you can still enjoy it.
There you go. So you have these rankings. How do you go about finding the restaurants that you report on or like give reviews on? How do you go about finding those?
We check out what other people say about the restaurant.
Okay.
Whether like social media or various channels where folks discuss. Hopefully, they're not griping too much because food arguments are like kind of. You know how you go on Facebook and you hear someone complaining about Jordan versus LeBron?
Right.
And it goes over, and that's kind of what a food argument is. Just enjoy. I mean, yes, you have your preferences. You can rank, rings or the size of a chicken. Like if it's man, you seem like you just had a moment.
Look, get into those greens. And those sweet here.
Okay. Wow.
Get into those. Man.
Look at this.
Get into that.
Oh.
Get some of the greens too, man.
All right.
I did have a moment. You call that correct.
You were stopped in mid-sentence.
Yeah, just get all in there. There you go.
Look at that.
You see, I didn't. But the greens were so good, I couldn't even try the crab yet.
But some of it's like personal preference. I love chicken wings, so I decided I'll do a chicken wing map, and I'll try to get the best. Not the best. We don't want to say best because that's so subjective.
Sure.
We want to give folks a good variety of places they can go, hopefully nearby. I mean, that's the biggest thing. When you don't include a spot from certain neighborhoods, and you omit that. I mean, that hurts me too. Because you want to see everyone represented. You want to make sure that we're thinking about We're thinking about like making an effort, because there's some folks that make these lists and they don't even visit the restaurant. Yeah, they just do it on they base their opinion on internet research and someone else's opinion. And well, that's not wrong technically. That takes the fun out of it again.
Tell me what you think there.
Man, you are right. It's sweet, and I saw they just put in the sugar cane syrup on that. Oh,
yeah,
a little acidic with the green.
He had the what did he say? He had the African seeds, some kind of African seeds that he put into the mix.
Was it penny?
I think it might have been. This is good. Man, this is excellent. Paul Fehribach does it again, ladies and gentlemen. Big Jones having a good time. My man Ashok from Chicago Eater, senior editor, so he's the boss. What are the type of restaurants that you prefer? Like you and your family going out to dinner, what kind of restaurants would you like? Or what do you look for when you're looking for a restaurant? Paul, you about done yourself.
Thanks, man.
Excellent stuff.
Service is so underrated. You don't want to see a menu, look forward to something, because you should look forward. Like every day, maybe lunch, you brown bag it, or you go to the fast food spot across from your office, and that's not too interesting. But it's a Friday or a Thursday, you made that reservation, you may have scoped that menu out, you're excited. I mean, it's really kind of replaced going out to a concert, because it's what you do. Maybe you do it for a date, maybe you're catching up with a friend. This is what you do.
Go ahead and dig in, man.
Let's
I got you talking a lot.
Well, the spaghetti squash, that's something you don't normally see with crab cakes.
Yeah.
I think that's a seasonal switch out for them.
Yep. What's the verdict?
Man, that's creamier than I thought it would be.
Okay. I like that.
I like it. Let me eat it together.
There you go.
Kind of figure out what.
Yeah, see, I'm a spaghetti squash man, so that is right up my alley here.
That's really good. So many restaurants have crab cakes, and they'll look like a real crab cake, but it's all like filling. Like, and there's actual crab meat in this thing.
Yeah, he was talking about it. He gets them down in the Pontchartrain Company, I think it is, down in Louisiana. So Paul's using real ingredients, not imitation crab or anything like that. You saw him earlier prepare the dish. So this is why we like Paul and Big Jones, because this is heirloom Southern cooking is what it's the official name of it. Well, that was fantastic. I knew the food was going to be excellent because, of course, Big Jones was our first show and it's done numbers, as the youngsters say. But it was great to have this chef's edition. Paul Fehribach of Big Jones hooked it up as usual. Thank you so much for your time. Ashok Selvam, I wanted to get his name right, senior editor of Chicago Eater, was here as well and had a fantastic conversation and food tasting. So that'll do it for this special edition of America Loves Food and Sports. I'm your man, Stephen Bardo. Until next time, peace!